What's going on, Level Up listeners? Welcome back to yet episode 3 of our podcast. Today we have Aaron,
Hey.
we have Ali,
Hey, what's up?
and we have Anthony.
Hello, listeners.
Alright, so today we got a couple of topics for you guys. The other day I was over on social media and I saw a case of Midnight Club PS5 version. You guys ever played Midnight Club?
It's classic there, man. It's kind of like
I
the
have not.
I don't know
What
what
a-
it is.
Well,
game.
it's a racing game, and I used to play all the time on PlayStation 2. Right after school, I'd go home and stay on till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then struggle to wake up in the morning. I went on Google and I checked to see if it was real, but no, it turns out they trolled me.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I was sad. So it turns out that Midnight Club was first released October 21st, 2008. And they recently announced, well, not recently, in 2010 and 2011, they announced that they will no longer make this game. So they basically announced that it would be canceled.
Boo.
That's a
Yeah, I know how I was heartbroken when I saw the image of the PS5 Midnight Club, and then I go to search and it's no longer being made. It sucks. With that being said, that brings me my question to you guys and to the listeners. You guys could comment and let us know if you guys would be able to bring back a game, any game, your first game you ever played, to the technology that we have today. Like, for example, you guys that play PCs, me that play PS5, and then Aaron that plays Xbox. Which game would you guys bring back? Let's start with Ali.
Okay, so I have two. The number one game that my entire childhood revolved around was Sly Cooper. It was basically you played as a raccoon, a turtle, and a hippo, and they were all thieves, and you would go around, and there were like missions that you could do, and that was a PlayStation 2 game, and I remember renting that from Blockbuster.
Oh
Back-
my God, Blockbuster.
Exactly. So you could rent it, and my brother and I would play it for a week straight, like nonstop, like hours and hours. We would get home from school and we would play it, and we would beat it, and then we would return it. If that came back, I would pay good money to play Sly Cooper again, especially if it's on the PC, because PlayStation 2 was like the number one in that time period. It was like the thing to have.
Yeah.
But I feel like on computer, on PC, it would be so much better. And I'm
Yeah.
upset that it's not a thing anymore. I wish they would have kept going.
Imagine with the graphics that we have today.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it would be so great, because there were like different areas of the country or of the world that you could go to, and you would have to like rob people and do these missions. It was so cool. Not promoting, nobody steal anything from anybody, but it was super fun. And the second one, which is actually coming back, this is going to show my super nerdy side, is Pokemon Snap. And that's actually re-releasing on the Nintendo Switch on, I think it's April 30th. And I'm like overly excited about that. So
Nice.
that was a
Do you-
Nintendo
do you-
64 game.
Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
I do. I actually have the Animal Crossing limited edition Nintendo Switch. So
Oh, fancy, huh?
I
exactly.
recall
Yeah.
you're the leader of that Facebook group. Yeah,
Yeah, I actually created the our company's Animal Crossing Facebook group, which is kind of dead right now because the game kind of died off because they're not updating as much as we were hoping that they would. But I had the original, like the blue and red controller Switch, and then I actually sold that so I could buy the Animal Crossing Switch. So I do have it, and I do plan, we get paid soon. As soon as we get this new paycheck, that is part of my budget, is to pre-order Pokemon Snap for the Switch.
Nice. Oh man. All right, let's continue with Aaron.
So I was just Googling this on my phone, and apparently they've made more of this game, but I never knew or heard or anything about it. There was a game for the original Xbox called Oddworld.
yeah,
And it was-
Oddworld, man. I love that.
Yeah, like this little weird alien creature. And
Right,
I don't
I
even
could-
remember, like, you're in this wasteland and there's like some sort of toxic something going on. And that's like all I remember about the game. But yeah, I'd come home from school and play it every single day until I beat it.
They had a recent one that just came out recently, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's one. I was just looking at it for pre-order for Xbox. And I think that's one of those ones that is an Xbox exclusive, I thought, but it looks like it's for PS4 and 5 too. I think the original game, was it PlayStation or Xbox? No, I can't
PlayStation.
remember.
No, it
Is it
says
PlayStation?
the newest one, Oddworld, I think Soulstorm or something like that. It came out
Yes,
this month, I believe.
yes. So yeah, I used to play that all the time, and I would always think about it. And then there was this other game, and I'm gonna have to come back around to you guys with the name. It was so stupid. It was like a child's game for little kids, and it was on PlayStation 1, and you were dragons on like the knight's court of medieval times.
Yeah.
Dragons. I like the sound of that. But I don't know. You
Like-
said
Like totally animated, like you were and you had to like click to try to like find what in a room you could like interact with, and I'm gonna have to find the name of it because now it's gonna drive me crazy, and it just popped into my head. Found the name.
What's
all
the
right,
name?
hit us.
It's called Blazing Dragons.
Blazing Dragons.
PlayStation 1. It was a point and click like adventure game, and you were on King Arthur's court, but everybody was a
Yes,
dragon. There was no humans.
I want to be a dragon.
Seriously.
So
All right.
if we can find some like some B-roll of that game, I wonder if anyone has ever played that, or if I'm just the only crazy one. Leave us a comment and let me know, because it came out in 1996. So
I was 2.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
same here.
I'm showing my age again.
No, you're not. You're fine.
Just well
Anyways.
experienced.
Yes, sorry for the interruption, but I had to just blurt it out before I forgot.
Oh, that's cool.
You just interrupted my train of thought.
Yeah, right. I want to touch on this topic a bit because, like these past few years, we've seen this a lot. I think I would call this like a renaissance of remake. This era that we're in right now, and that's just not in gaming. It's like media as a whole. Really, if you look, you don't have to look that far too. So, for examples of this, recent movies, Justice League, the Snyder Cut that just came out. It's just a regurgitated version of the movie, or a remake essentially, which was 10 times better in my opinion. Then you also have Godzilla versus King Kong, a age-old story, age-old movie that throughout the years always redone in different ways, and it's like leading up to that. Now, even more recently, and you could tie this into video gaming, is Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out later on this month. That's a huge one that they're rebooting the series, and I could only assume that they're going to do that with the gaming as well. As for gaming, I don't know where to start. Past episodes we mentioned, like you, Aaron, like you said before, the Spiral Collection. They remade that.
Mm-hmm.
We also had the new remakes of Resident Evil series. They started rebooting that series from Resident Evil 1. I think 2 recently came
Yeah.
out, if I'm not mistaken. Or how about the PS4 tech demo back at E3, when Final Fantasy remake?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just a tech demo to show off what PS4 could do. And when fans saw that, they wanted it right away. They're like, we need to get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And then up till I think the end of, well, somewhere maybe late summer, if I'm not mistaken, of 2020. Make of Final Fantasy actually being produced, and they actually put it out there. You don't have to look that far, and I think this is going to be like a trend that you're going to see across the board. That's going to actually be a recurring theme for a while. But sometimes these things don't work out. Like developers take classic games and trying to reinvent them and showing that they can improve on them, showing that they're still entertaining. But in some cases, that backfire. For example,
Yeah.
World of Warcraft 3 Reforged, it didn't live up to expectations that it set when it first was showcased. I think it was at BlizzCon. They showed like, hey, yeah, this is what the game is going to look like. And then when it came out, it had so many bugs. It wasn't even finished completely. It wasn't what fans were expected. A lot of people were asking back for refunds after pre-ordering it and whatnot. As for games for myself, what I would like to see, I have a laundry list. There's just so many games that I would like to see be redone, or games that got canceled to actually come back. Such as, I kind of want to see how Mike Tyson's Punch Out would look in today's technology with all of that stuff, with the current gen stuff. Another RPG game that I've mentioned in the past was Skies of Arcadia. I would like to see Super Mario 64, how that would look. I think modders actually edit the game where you're not going to have load screens or whatnot. So that's like another whole different thing that I'm going to touch on a little later. Mario Party, another game that I would like to see be redone. Shenmue, I know the recent one came out, I think last year. Shenmue 3 to finish the story, but I would like to see that with current gen. Xbox game that I was disappointed that got canceled. That was one of the selling points of me buying an Xbox One was Scalebound. That got canceled
Mm-hmm.
after a while. I would love to see that game be completed, or another game that Xbox canceled as well. This seems like a trend.
Yeah.
But Fable Legends. I don't know if you guys played the Fable games. A nice solo RPG that I would
Yeah.
love to see um, expanded on. This Fable Legends was supposed to be an online cooperative one, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons setting where you have like three or four players in there, or five players, and one of them is like the bad guy that kind of like creates the whole map as you run around trying to get stuff done and complete that stage. But going back to what I was talking about, modders are actually doing this for us. For instance, the GTA games, modders have remade some of the older ones like Vice City and San Andreas and
Nice.
all of that stuff, where they're using current technology to apply it to classic games. But those are some of the games I would like, be remade, or two games that I mentioned that got canceled that I was disappointed about.
Yeah, that was a huge list, nonetheless. But yeah, those games that you did bring up, they do sound like in today's technology would, you know, have people buying them again. Because like I don't know if I mentioned it, but Midnight Club, the reason why they canceled it or they stopped producing it was because people weren't buying it. You know, but from that, I want to let you guys know. Another game that I would want to bring back. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It was only for Xbox, and the name is Left 4 Dead. Have you guys
Uh,
ever played that?
I think they canceled that one, Left 4 Dead Island or something like that. It was that
Yeah,
they
it's a
whole trailer.
survival horror game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I've
was like
heard I've
a
heard of
4-player
the
game.
name. I've heard the name. I don't know if I've ever actually seen it.
I've also
Yeah,
heard the name. I've never played it, but that sounds like something that I would scream when
It's
I was
pretty awesome.
playing.
You can get
So
it on Steam if I'm not mistaken, and I think it's still cooperative and whatnot. We should get it. Rock.
yeah. I think I'm pretty sure you could get it on PC, but the release date was November 17th, 2008. And let me tell you guys that the only reason why I hopped on Xbox was for this game. But like I said, unfortunately, they no longer have it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could, like I was telling you, you could probably get it on Steam. But yeah, if you guys are willing to hop on, I'll probably get it.
heck yeah, it released the day before my birthday in 2008. So I'm all for it. If it releases around my birthday, I feel obligated to buy it. So
It's like a
and that's
birthday
like
gift made for
that's
you.
like my brain. I don't know how that makes any sense, but I don't think I'm the only one. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I'm
they
definitely
um
that would be a nice streaming game too.
yeah, man. I wish there's a whole bunch of games that would do great now with the technology that we have. For example, the graphics on PCs. The load time on PS5s. It sucks that things end quick. It is what it is.
yeah,
I was gonna say sometimes they remake these games too, and then they're like, or you're looking forward to like a sequel or something, and then you're just disappointed.
That's the tricky thing with this stuff. It's like developers don't know how they want to proceed with it. Then you got like these publishers that kind of have like the final say of how all of this actually work. So, for instance, some of the Star Wars games that were people were pushing for to come back and whatnot, and then you got EA that kind of like messes the whole thing up. Or you got games that have a strong fan base, but it wouldn't survive in a current day market because you got dominant games such as Fortnite, Call of Duty, and all these other games that are more attractive to the consumer versus like these hardcore fans that want these games in particular. For instance, which is still I'm still shocked that hasn't been one yet, but Half-Life 3, like that game was always demanded by the fan base and is yet to even like there's no talks of it like of a third version of the game coming out, and people want a third version. So I feel like it's like a hit or miss. Like, okay, yeah, if we do make this game, will it be successful like you were saying earlier, or could they actually mess it up?
And my nephew kept telling me, "Oh, they're making Breath of the Wild, a sequel to Breath of the Wild for the Zelda games on Nintendo," and I was so stoked. and then I realized it was one of those ones where you just fight.
I would die. You know, I downloaded the demo for the I don't remember what it's called, but the Zelda game that was supposed to be like the sequel to Breath of the Wild where you went out,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't enjoy this. And
No.
I'm actually a really huge book nerd. I love books. I love fantasy books. I love reading. So a lot of the times I'll read a book and they leave cliffhangers for a sequel, but the sequel never comes out and it upsets me. And if they put out a sequel to the book, it's like the video games like Breath of the Wild, where the one that was supposed to be like, oh, yeah, this is going to be the sequel for that. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. And I hate it. So,
Yeah, I hated it. I downloaded the demo and I hated it so much. I was just pressing buttons.
yeah,
Like,
it's not hard. There's no challenge to it. All you have to do
Yeah.
is just hit the same button over and over and over. And I didn't. I don't want to say that I hated it because I didn't ever actually download the full game, but I didn't enjoy the demo, so I was like, I'm not going to pay money for this.
No.
Right.
And I'm such a hardcore Zelda. Every Zelda game that comes out, I play it.
Same.
And I was just like, meh,
Eh,
this sucks.
like,
Yes.
yeah, it's not that great.
Oh wow. In other news, I don't want to, just switch the topic out of nowhere, but I just want to ask you guys: are you guys ready for the Nuke event for Warzone?
Warzone in your hand. I'm a little burnt out with Warzone, and you already know my on the whole Warzone stuff.
And
Man,
it's like, yo, I don't want to know nothing about Warzone anymore.
I mean, those pistols, man. Those pistols are like it broke the game again. You got these overpowered pistols. 80 was it 80 in the magazine? Dual
Yeah,
wield.
80 each, so you got 160.
You don't even have to aim. You're already dead before you even could react. Type of situation. Call of Duty is so broken right now. I hope this season 3 they start addressing some of the stuff. And we talked about it off stream and whatnot. But we did see. I think it was it. Raven. Raven actually came out and said that they're gonna fix some of these issues.
Yeah, it's insane. And not only that, before we get to that, I've heard that those pistols, not only can you just destroy a whole squad with 160 bullets, but they even have a glitch where instead of the shots being spread out, the shots are dead center. Like
Oh
it
wow.
looks like if you had ADS into the person and just it's insane. But yeah, Raven did mention that they were gonna change a couple of things. One thing being the rose skin. A lot of people have been complaining how they can't see rose skin in the dark. So they're supposedly gonna nerf that. They're gonna nerf the pistols. They're gonna nerf the M16, and they were gonna nerf the FFAR for another. I think this is the second time they nerfed the FFAR, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, these guns, man, are just over. Black Ops really broke the game, and I think Infinity Ward kind of just like, whatever, we're done. Before Black Ops actually merged with the game, I think it was pretty well rounded. Every gun seemed balanced. The kilo and the growl and all of that stuff. They balanced them out, and it created better dynamics in terms of team fighting and whatnot. Now you got everybody posted up in a building hiding because you're gonna get DMR'd with like 3 shots or AUG with 3 shots, and then you got the pistols now. If you're hiding inside a building, you just get run down and steamrolled easily.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how like you said, the kilo was a meta, and then we had the MP5. Everybody was rocking kilo MP5, and then the update came, and then that's when everything just hit the fan. You have people running the they first I think they were running the DMR. 2 shots you were dead. Then the AUG, then the FFAR. Now the pistols is it's like I understand how you you just want to get away from that game.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Imagine like we were talking about in previous episodes. You get a limited amount of time, and then most of it is you're dead. It sucks.
That's me,
Yeah,
anyways.
Yeah, all the time. Well, and then to
yeah,
whatever all these season 2 updates have slowed my stuff down so much. Where half the time I get midway through a game and I just leave because I'd start having lag.
Well, wait until what 2
it's
days from now, and season 3 is going to probably be even a bigger patch.
I know, and
Yeah,
I didn't
these.
finish season 2, and I'm so bummed. I still have like 40 levels left to go on season 2, so I got to get to playing the next few days.
Well, y'all
I'm so
bullied me, not necessarily bullied me, but you peer pressured me into playing it on the last episode, actually, of the podcast. And I've downloaded it, I've started playing, and I still have no idea what's going on. I just know that I want a pink gun. And I die a lot.
Man.
So, like, literally, I'm like, oh, there's a person, let me shoot him. And then I turn around and I'm dead. So,
Yeah, and I remember that one time we played. Oh my god, it was so hard to try to explain to you what button to press, and not even because I suck at explaining stuff, but you're over there on a keyboard and mouse. I'm trying to explain to you press the X, but I'm on a controller and
like, I
it's
don't know
just
what an X is. Like, it's
yeah,
fine.
it's so complicated. But yeah,
Right.
hopefully like we said tonight, we might get a level up squad running in Verdansk.
It's
I have
fun.
Alex stream it. Ali's gonna be streaming. It's gonna be good times. It's gonna be good times.
Yeah, imagine we get a dub, man. That's gonna be amazing.
If we
Bet
get a
you hope
dub,
so.
I will pay you $5 a piece.
Oh man, you guys are listening, right? I'll let you guys know in the next episode if we won or not.
What's your PayPal? What's your Venmo? Let's get it going.
Link it. Drop it in the comments.
Okay. That's a hard if, like capital if, underline, bold, italics, like if we win.
Yeah, man, that game, it's broken and all, but sometimes it's fun. All right, yeah, thank you guys from the
I
Level Up
appreciate the
team.
support, guys.
Yeah, thank you. I know we've all 4 different people, 4 different stations, different parts of the country, so it's hard for us to all get together, but we're trying to make it work and get out these episodes for you guys.
Also, thank everybody for dropping into all of our streams. It's not just been mine, but everybody. We've had so much support, so many people dropping in, following, subscribing. It's been absolutely wonderful. We love you guys. So thank you guys for listening. Thanks for dropping in.
Appreciate you guys 110%. We would like to do our community game. If you can, in the comments, drop the game that you want us to play with you guys. That would be awesome. So we can get that set up a night where we're all on, or if we're not of us, all of us are on, maybe you can jump into your games or jump into your streams or whatever you guys want us to interact with you. Let us know. Drop a comment, and please like, subscribe, and share to other people that would love to listen to our content. Really appreciate the support.
Yes, guys. Also, before we end this, stay tuned for Level Up Warzone. All right, we're gonna have
Oh,
a video
gosh.
for you guys. We're gonna be streaming for you guys. Stay
Part
tuned for
2.
that.
This time we got the full squad, so we're gonna do a quick, probably 2 games and see how that goes. So stay tuned. We'll be definitely streaming that more often if we can, and we will definitely put out a video.
And you can come watch Allie and I suck and the boys carry us.
Literally, I'm going to
Victory.
die every 2 minutes. So if y'all are thinking about the community game, any suggestions? If you're going to die, join my squad because we can just die all the time and it'll be great. So,
Oh.
Okay, y'all. Hey, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate everybody that's listened to us. If you want to drop into my Twitch, it is Diagon Alley 934. I appreciate everybody that even comes in, drops in. Just talk to me. I love hearing from all y'all. Any suggestions? I'm really bad at everything. That's kind of my catcher. So if y'all want to drop in, suggest games, anything like that, please feel free to drop by. I love you guys. Thanks for listening.
And that was today's host, twitch.tv/Tejada Gaming. Thank you guys for the support.
You'll find me on Facebook, Shadow Knights, XX, Shadow Knights with a Z, XX. I appreciate you guys dropping in on my stream with the Medium. You watched me play through that game. It was my first stream game that we beat on stream, and I appreciate you guys. Love to have you guys in the chat and interacting with you guys.
And this is Erin, and I don't have anything. But if you want me to have something, comment below.
Yeah, let us know. We're going to have Erin streaming.
Erin, we want you to have Twitch.
Join the stream.
You have to get Twitch.
Join the stream team.
I'll start
stream
working on
team.
that. Stream
Yeah,
team.
do that. You know what? Y'all, last time we had an episode, you pressured me into getting Call of Duty. I'm pressuring Erin officially to start streaming.
Let's go. Me too.
All right, I'll contact my 14-year-old nephew and have him give me the lowdown on how to do all that.
Set up a basic stream, and then yeah, we could definitely do that. I really want to do a community game, so guys, drop down in the comments, put a game down for us. Let us know what game you want to play, if it's Among Us or if you want to play Warzone, whatever. Let us know. We're all on different platforms, so preferably a crossplay game, but just drop it down in the comments. Let us know what you guys want to play. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, please follow us on the Instagram official_SGL. If you haven't subscribed already here, subscribe on YouTube. And if you guys got any clips, send them our way. We're going to post up a highlight reel.
I hope you guys are ready to see Level Up take over. Let's go.